Hey everybody, this is Karen with Forever Fit with Karen. I'll try not to shake so much. I just finished my workout, second workout of the year. I'm really trying to refocus this year. So I wanted to pop on, titled the video today, Find Your Greatness, because it's a theme in some of the stuff I'm listening to today and this month. I've spent time the last day, yesterday mainly, New Year's Day. I spent a lot of time thinking about the past year and what I want to do better in the coming year. And I wanted to share a little bit of that with you. So mainly, well, all know I had shoulder surgery in September. So my big goal last year, at least at the end of the year, was to recover from my surgery so I could be ready for the new workout program I'm going to be starting in January. And I feel like I'm ready, although I will definitely be modifying a lot of the workouts, and that's okay. So that went well. I'm pretty happy with where I am in my recovery from my shoulder surgery. But I wanted to come on because I just hope that me talking about this will cause you to spend a little time reviewing your past year in a positive light. I see a lot of people say, this last year was awful. And I would suggest that you look at the past year and not just say, oh, it was awful, I'm glad it's over, but say that you really reflect. I'm sure in that whole year, there are some things you can be grateful for, some things you did well. Even if there were a lot of awful things happening in your life the last year, I bet you can be proud of yourself for getting through them, for handling situations that really are awful, is something to be really proud of. And don't forget that. Don't just toss it away as, oh, it was awful. Because if you got through it, that's something to really think about and feel good about. And maybe you can do better this year. So for this year, go through all of that and then think about what you're going to do in the coming year. So I started writing some things down. I'm actually doing Mel Robbins is doing this 35-day mindset reset thing, and I decided to start doing that too. So for the month, I'm going to be doing a lot of her video exercises, and this is one of them, just reviewing and coming up with goals. So my goals for this year, one is to make sure I have a date night or a date day, whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be at night, with my husband once a week. We have gotten better than we were in the past, but I don't think we're consistently doing it, and it definitely helps our relationship if we spend some time together, not focused on just the stuff that we want to do personally, but on each other and just spending time together. So that is going to happen this year. Next is to make sure I get up and moving about my day at 6 o'clock. I always, last year, was setting my alarm for 6 o'clock, but after my shoulder injury, I started to get away from that, and it definitely, I think, had an impact on my success physically, because I put on some weight over those several months, the last half of the year after the surgery and before the surgery. Partly my activity was limited, And other part is I was not really watching my nutrition as carefully as I think I should be. So I will do that on weekdays, days off, weekends and holidays. I'll give myself a break and let myself get up when I get up. With that said, make sure I get enough sleep. So if I'm getting up at 6, I got to make sure I go to bed at a reasonable time to get enough sleep. For me, I really do best with about 7 hours of sleep. So if I get like less than 6, I am not productive. So I would say for you to look at your life and comment, how much sleep do you think you need? How much sleep works for you? Review that, evaluate it. Hi, Michelle. What else? So I want to get enough sleep. Limit alcohol. So another thing, since I was becoming less active and feeling sorry for myself about my shoulder injury, I was more drinking more frequently during the week because I didn't have to go anywhere, whatever. It just became a habit that, just like getting up in the morning and making coffee in the morning, it became a coming home, getting done with work for the evening, having a drink or two. Anyway, I'm going to limit that to weekends, and on the nights, it's kind of tied to the getting up in the morning thing. So in the days I don't require myself to get up the night before, it would be okay to have a drink or two. So I think that will help. Will definitely help me to lose the weight that I gained, I am sure. So there's that, and lastly, lose 10 pounds, because I gained 10 pounds back over the course of the last several months, getting back in shape, my shoulders getting back in shape, and I'm going to get back to where I need to be. And so that's the main objectives this year. I'd like to hear from everyone in the comments below. Even just pick one thing. What is your big goal that you want to achieve this year? Or if you want to share more, like I just shared several of my goals, share them. Make sure that you consider like time frame when you create a goal too. Not just I'm going to do it, but what time are you going to do things? What days, or by what date? Like, I want to lose those 10 pounds by the time I finish the new program. So the new program, actually, I will start January 14th, and it runs 6 weeks from there. So my goal is to lose the 10 pounds by the end of that, and then to keep it that way for the rest of the year and ongoing. So, but that's where I sit at this point. I hope everyone has a great day and a great year. So find what makes you great in the past year, in the past several years. There are things, even in spite of horrible circumstances, that you can be grateful for within you, as in how you handled those situations, and maybe lots of other things. So post your successes, what you're grateful for, what are you going to do this year, and have a wonderful day, wonderful rest of the week, and I will talk to you soon. And, of course, remember to believe in your longevity. You're never too old to be healthy and fit.